Castlevania's final Game Boy game tries to fix everything that was wrong with the earlier entries. But did it actually make things better? Let's see if Castlevania Legends deserves a spot in the collection. If there was one phrase to explain Castlevania Legends, it's that it's a contradiction.
Oh god, not this again.
Compared to earlier Game Boy games in the series, movement feels both smoother and slower. You can react faster in the air, and platforming feels more controllable. On the flip side though, your left to right movement actually feels kinda slower compared to Castlevania 2. And because the game expects you to be more responsive as you move around, enemies respawn more aggressively to kind of punish that quick movement. So while the game gives you better movement, it also manages to make that movement more annoying.
You stay right there. I'm not done with you yet. A bit less of your shit, please.
Legends also feels surprisingly ambitious for a Game Boy game. There are multiple paths, traps, and hidden items. It actually feels like a blueprint for some of the early Metroidvania games. The downside of this is that the game doesn't actually communicate to you which path is optional and which path is on the main path. So sometimes exploration can feel rewarding, but other times it can feel punishing because there's a clock working against you. However, one major improvement that Castlevania Legends makes is when it comes to its boss fights, eliciting that feel of Dark Souls bosses.
This isn't a bar fight. Have some class.
Where if you take a hit or take damage, it feels like it's because you weren't playing well as opposed to the boss design being unfair. Instead of traditional sub-weapons, Castlevania Legends upgrades the system by giving you sub-weapons based on the bosses that you've defeated. That means that some of the sub-weapons are far more powerful than you've ever had in the series, but come at a higher cost, even though you can't randomly pick up anything during the levels anymore. Ultimately, Castlevania Legends doesn't solve all the problems from the Castlevania trilogy on Game Boy, but it's easily the most ambitious and perhaps the most enjoyable from the bunch. And for that reason, I give Castlevania Legends a silver. It doesn't outright beat Belmont's Revenge because every improvement that's made in this game comes with a drawback, but it's still an enjoyable Castlevania game, and I still recommend playing it, especially if you're a fan.